Hi, this is Pastor Tabitha Prepple. We are doing our daily Corona devotionals. We are on day 53, which is kind of bananas of this current series. We did some series beforehand, so we're a lot further along. We're like day 70 or 80. But there you go. We are doing today James chapter 1 and verse 6. James chapter 1 and verse 6. It says this: "But let him ask in faith without doubting, for the doubter is like the surging sea, driven and tossed by the wind." I think this is a really difficult text to understand because, is doubt a bad thing? Like, can you doubt and still be okay? Can you have questions? And I think that we need to distinguish between where we need to challenge ourselves, to question, to interrogate ideas, to push ourselves in our knowledge, especially our biblical knowledge, really go forward. And when we're doubting, when we really are in a difficult and desperate place of, I don't know what I believe, because those are two different things. And I think that we need to reinforce the notion that questions are good. Ask questions. Throughout the Bible, people have asked questions. This is a positive thing. Throughout Hebrew tradition, there is a tradition of asking questions. Ask questions, interrogate the idea, see if you understand the context, push yourself in understanding. This is a really valuable skill. And on the other side of that, should you find yourself in a place where you are in doubt and you are afraid and you are concerned and the doubt is overwhelming and you do feel like you're being tossed about from one pillar to the post, you need to stand still. You need to ask God for help, and you need to say, okay, I need a guide on this journey. I need to find a trusted person who is going to guide me in the right footsteps. Find a good pastor, find a good elder, find someone in the local community who is a good teacher, not just a popular teacher, not just the one who can espouse, whichever conspiracy theory is hot at the moment, but a good teacher, someone who can guide and show you the path so that you do not get overwhelmed by doubt and become lost. Because, when you're to and fro in, I put it like this. If you've ever been into a new building, I had this situation. I was going to a speaking appointment and I had the children with me. My husband was away, and so I was taking the boys everywhere. He was away with our daughter, so I had just the two older boys, and we were traveling to a new area to a speaking appointment. And when we got there, we managed to get into the car park and do all the thing. But when we came out of the car park, I could not understand the information that I was being given by my sat nav, by the person who'd given me the instructions, and I was like second guessing myself. And we were tossing and turning. Literally, we walked to the end of the street trying to find the number. We walked back to the beginning of the street. Is it here? Is it there? And after a while of trying to figure it out and feeling really like I just lost my way, my kids were frustrated. They were like, "Mummy, how could you?" They felt like really desperate. And it turned out we just had to stay on the lift and go to the second floor. The building that we parked in happened to be the building where we needed to be. But it just wasn't clear to me. And I had all these doubts about what I was doing. I felt uncomfortable. It was a new area. And that led to a really difficult situation for my kids. They were just like, "Mommy doesn't know what she's doing. Panic, panic, panic." And actually, if I'd stayed calm and just been true to the information, I would have found it a lot easier to get by. And sometimes doubt is like that. We find ourselves and we're just like tossing and, oh my gosh, what if it's not this? Oh my goodness, what if it's not that? And we just start building this narrative up and up and up and up and up and up until we get overwhelmed and we are lost. Effectively, as I was outside this building where I should have been inside the building from the beginning. And that really is tough. It's hard. So when you're in that situation, you needed a guide. So when I was lost and we were just toing and froing around this building, trying to figure out the entrance, trying to figure out where we needed to be, I called the organizer of the event and I was like, okay, I need help. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel very lost. I'm very confused. Help me. And then she guided me back into the building, up onto the lift, where I needed to be, and everything worked itself out. But you need someone who you can anchor that in. You need God who can do that for you. But God also uses people for that. And having a really great teacher can do that for you. So if you are filled with doubt, there's nothing to be afraid of or ashamed of in that way. That is not like the enemy of the church or anything. This text is simply saying to you, ground yourself in your faith. Ground yourself with a good teacher. Listen to good teaching. Follow the instruction of the Bible. Go forward in that. And that way you will have safety and security and not feel tossed about like you're in the sea or like you're lost outside a building. God bless. Bye-bye.